Hey guys, I'm in my car. I'm waiting on my grandma. She's in the medical supply store. Don't ask me why. But I just wanted to make a video about how everyone stares at me in my mask. Like, okay, like a glance of like, oh, what's wrong with that person? And then look away. Like, you could do that, that's fine. But my grandma wanted to get her nails done, so I take her in there. And this guy was just staring at me the whole time, just like this. Just like that, like legit, didn't even turn away once. Just looking at me and then staring at my scar. I have an open heart surgery scar. So I'm like, what are you staring at? And then I forget it's there. And then I'm like, oh, you're staring at my scar. Okay. Like, just ask. Seriously. And then everyone was looking at me. It's like, do I have Ebola? Do I have mad cow disease? Am I gonna is half my face missing? I don't know. Who knows? Which normally it doesn't bother me, but like, I normally don't have to wear a mask as often as I have to right now. So maybe I'm being exposed more to what other people deal with, like people with more chronic illness. But I just wish that people would just ask, like, seriously. So if someone is like has some weird medical device or whatever, you know, like I was on oxygen before in the past, like, and people would stare at you. And then not only that, but like I feel like I get more lurks because I'm young. It's like, oh, what's really wrong with you? Like judgmentness, like, ugh. So just like, you never know. And some people, I guess, maybe they don't want you to ask. Everyone has their preferences, but I would rather have you ask me like why I'm wearing a mask than have you just stare at me. And normally when people are just lurking at me, I'll just fake cough profusely to freak them out. Or start going, and then they'll stop and they'll walk away. But just ask. I'll answer all your questions. I don't mind. I don't know how other chronic sick people feel, but I don't mind at all. And then another thing, I totally got judged at the pharmacy by a pharmacy technician, which I go to the same pharmacy. There's some random person walking right there. And they have all my insurance information. But I went to go pick up prescriptions the other day, and she's like, oh, I need your insurance cards. And I was like, did like something change? Like, why? Nothing's different. And she's like, oh, our computer's updated, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. So I hand her my cards, and in front of everyone, there's like 20 people in line, no exaggeration. She's like, oh, you have Medicare? How did that happen at your age? And I was like, that's really none of your business, because that's just way too long of a story to try to explain. And she just like completely judged me, and I felt like I was being looked at by like someone who manipulates the system and abuses it. And I'm like, lady, you don't even know. You don't even know. But yeah, that was fun. And then everyone was staring at me, and then I had my mask on too, so I was already being stared at, and then I was getting stared at more because this lady announced that I have Medicare at 24 years old. Like, thanks. So that was fun. Like, I guess my point is, you never know why someone has accommodations for their health, and you never know like what is wrong with someone from the outside. Because most people look at me like, oh, she's normal, she's healthy, she's fine. And then I'm like, oh, I have one lung, by the way, and my heart's kind of weird. And then they're like, oh my gosh, and they're blown away. So you never know what could be wrong with someone mentally or physically, and you should not judge them or judge the accommodations that they have, whether that's a mask or oxygen or some other weird, bizarre medical equipment thing we need to feel better and just feel more healthy, like pulmonary vests and CPT and all that good stuff. And so just never judge a book by its cover, because you don't know what people face or what they go through. And just ask questions instead of staring at them like they are gonna become a zombie all of a sudden and like eat your face off, because that's what it feels like. And it's not fun to be placed in this category of like, you're different, because we already feel that enough when you're sick. You already feel out of place and left out, and you already feel like you're not yourself. So Don't make me the center of attention just because you don't know how to ask a question, or just because you're rude and you are asking questions you should not be asking, like, how'd you get Medicare at your age? Like, frankly, and then assuming that I'm just, like, I manipulate the system to get it. Like, you don't know my health, you don't know my history. So just never assume, guys, and never, think, oh, that person doesn't have anything wrong with them, or why are they, on disability, or why are they not healthy? Like, they look perfectly fine. You have no idea what people are going through or what they face. So just don't judge a book by its cover, and have an open mind and ask questions, because that's way better than staring at me like I have mad cow disease. Hope you all are having a good day.